Milo and I have been inseparable because our parents are always busy. So he's the one who takes care of me. But after today, everything is going to change. Milo has decided to attend a boarding school in the city to pursue his dream of joining NASA.
We're just a phone call away. I'll always be there when you call.
The day Milo left, I quietly watched the taxi take him away. We only talked on the phone for the first few days, then it became less frequent, and I knew something was wrong. Just as I was about to grab my backpack and go find him, Milo came back, and he didn't look as happy as he did when he left.
I'm not going back to school. I'm staying home now.
But why?
Because of the bullies in the dorm. They're terrifying.
At that moment, a notification popped up on his phone about his NASA scholarship, but even that didn't cheer him up.
I can't continue school anymore.
But if you drop out now, you'll lose everything. Determined more than ever, I came up with the idea of pretending to be him to handle the bullies and keep his scholarship until he could go back to school.
No way. Don't forget, it's a boys' dorm.
At first, Milo was strongly against my idea. I had to beg, saying I wanted to experience such a prestigious school, and if I encountered any trouble, I'd come back home immediately. I'll learn how to be a dude, don't worry. Piece of cake.
Don't forget the names Oliver and Perry. They're the devils.
I spent 3 days researching online how to act like a boy, preparing baggy clothes, t-shirts, jeans, and sneakers. I didn't forget to bind my chest and wear a wig. Now I look just like Milo. Even our parents wouldn't be able to tell us apart. I said goodbye to my brother and set off. On the first day of school, I tried to act super cool, whistling and winking at the girls in the hallway, but I couldn't avoid the annoyed looks from the other boys. Okay, time to dial it down. Nervousness made me suddenly need to pee, so I rushed into the bathroom and saw a bunch of girls taking selfies in front of the mirror. As soon as they saw me, they screamed. I remembered I was pretending to be Milo and should have gone to the boys' bathroom. I'm sorry, wrong room. I got lost. I ran to the boys' bathroom and was shocked by the smell. Toilet paper was everywhere and the mirror looked like someone had punched it. Yuck, no saving this place. After class, I headed back to the dorm, ready to face the ugly bullies, when a guy came up and put his arm around me. I jumped and pushed him away. I wasn't used to close contact with boys, you know.
Did you see the game last night, bro? Man, it was epic.
I awkwardly joined their conversation, trying to sound knowledgeable. Oh yeah, when he nailed that soccer goal, I totally lost it, bro.
We're talking about baseball, not soccer.
Just as I was trying to come up with a lie, a voice from afar caught my attention.
Milo!
I turned around and saw 2 guys standing at the classroom door. A glow behind them made others step aside. Handsome and tall. Perfect was the word for them.
Weakling nerd. Carry your bags back to the dorm.
He shoved 2 bags into my hands. What the fudge? Why should I do that?
Forget the great Oliver already. I'm your worst nightmare. Don't forget Perry either. My fists do the talking.
He raised his fist in front of my face to intimidate me. So, it was them. I thought they'd be fat and ugly. Fine, they'd pay for what they did to Milo. The game was on. I agreed to carry their bags to the dorm because I was preparing a perfect plan. When I opened the door, I dropped everything in shock. It was like a giant city dump. Clothes, trash, apple core scattered all over the floor. Ugh, seriously? Boys are gross! I rolled up my sleeves and started cleaning. Nope, I only cleaned my area. Their trash, I threw all of it on their beds. Why not? I wasn't their maid, and they weren't kings. Milo said the best way to avoid getting punched was to obediently do their homework, but I wasn't about to do that. I'd add a little spice to make things more interesting. Mwahaha! Let's see who the real loser is in this game. I kicked back, feet up on the desk, as Oliver and Perry returned. They froze like statues when they saw their beds buried in trash.
What the heck is going on here?
Your mess, your problem.
Wait a minute, Milo? Are you kidding us?
Nope.
You weak nerd. Forgot my fist already?
Perry cracked his knuckles and lunged at me. I quickly stood up and pointed towards the door. Hey, Mr. Thompson! I tricked them and sprinted down the hallway. Perry's furious roar echoed behind me.
You're gonna pay for this, Milo!
I wandered outside until late in the evening. Passing by an old lady struggling to sell her last flower, I bought it. You can go home and rest now. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You too. Nuh-uh, I couldn't. As I turned to leave, I tripped, sending the flower flying. When I got up, I saw it neatly placed in the hands of a strange girl, her cheeks blushing with happiness. It's beautiful. Thank you. I didn't know how to handle the situation when she suddenly jumped and hugged my arm. You're so sweet. I'm Misha. I own a flower shop, but you're the first to give me flowers. My jaw dropped when I realized I was standing in front of a large, gorgeous flower shop, and the owner was clinging to me. Yes, I'll be your girlfriend. I couldn't believe it. It was an accident. Help me. I had to come up with an excuse to escape from Misha and get back to the dorm. I hoped they were all asleep so I could shower in peace. But oh, Mamma Mia. What hit me is the sight of their half-naked bodies, wearing nothing but towels, showing off their muscular physiques. I had to cover my face before my nose bled. Seeing me, Perry rushed over to grab me, but this time Oliver stopped him.
The actual supervisor is coming. Go to bed, boys. Stop causing trouble.
As soon as Perry let go, I dashed into the bathroom and stayed put. I didn't feel safe with those guys outside. After a while, I heard Oliver convincing Perry to go out.
But I'm so sleepy, boss. Let's go.
Only when they left did I dare to shower. Phew! The next day, when Mr. Thompson walked into class, I heard Oliver let out a loud hiss. Sss, and quickly shut his notebook. Perry did the same right after. Sss. Huh, I knew why they were acting that way. When Mr. Thompson saw them trying to hide their notebooks, he made them open them in front of everyone. They shot me hateful glares, but had to comply. The class was shocked to see their notebooks filled with bizarre drawings.
How dare you insult me? It wasn't us. Milo did it.
Me? How can I have your notebooks? I don't do your homework, remember? Perry was speechless. Both of them were punished to kneel with their hands raised outside the classroom all morning. After class, as I walked by, Perry muttered a threat.
I swear you'll regret being born. Perry, raise your hands higher.
I stuck my tongue out at them before running off. Revenge was sweet. I'd deal with the consequences later. I didn't even make it out of the dorm when Perry burst in, grabbed me, and slammed me against the wall.
You think this is funny? Even if the sky falls, I'm gonna give you a beating.
Perry swung his fist, and I closed my eyes tightly, but the hit never came. Oliver had caught Perry's punch.
Stop it! Why? You hate him too. It's different now. He's someone special.
I looked at Oliver, and he looked back at me. My heart skipped a beat. Could he have figured out I was a girl?
Because he's my sister's boyfriend.
What? Hello? Misha popped her head in from the door, her face beaming. It was the flower shop girl from the other night. Misha ran over, hugged me tightly, and kissed my cheek. I had to ask my brothers to find out about you, my sweet boyfriend. Who's your boyfriend? What? I can't hear you. Oliver glared at me, and I could only gulp and nod. At least this way I solved Milo's problem. He wouldn't be bullied anymore. But now my brother had a clingy new girlfriend, Misha. Because of Misha's instructions, Oliver stuck to me like glue to make sure no other girl got close. One time, I was trying to eat lunch quickly to escape Oliver's watchful eyes, when he casually pointed at his cheek. What the fudge? What did he mean by that? It's so weird.
Just do it.
With his insistence, I closed my eyes and gave him a quick peck on the cheek. My face started burning up while Oliver stood there stunned. It's made me wish Perry were here to knock me out so I wouldn't have to face this humiliation. One morning, I went on a picnic in the park with Misha and Oliver. When Oliver went to buy drinks, Misha playfully leaned over the edge of the water and slipped in. Help! I can't swim! I panicked, not knowing what to do. I wanted to save her, but I couldn't swim either. And above all, I'd be exposed if I went into the water. Suddenly, another guy nearby jumped in and quickly pulled Misha to safety. As soon as they were on shore, Misha stormed over to me and slapped me hard. You coward! I can't believe I liked you! We're done! Like a gust of wind, Misha left with the guy, leaving me standing there stunned.
Did I miss something?
Misha, she just slapped me and dumped me.
Are you okay?
Oliver pulled me closer to check the mark on my cheek. Our faces were inches apart.
Milo, I can't hide my feelings anymore. I never knew I was gay until I met you again. There's something about you that makes my heart race.
What? The bully just confessed to me? No, he confessed to my brother. Oh my Molly Holly! My phone rang, breaking the awkward moment. The news I received was even more shocking. Perry was live streaming to the entire school, pulling out a wig and girl stuff from under my pillow.
Look what I found! Milo is a girl in disguise!
This was a bombshell in the boys' dorm. The principal was furious and threatened to expel Milo and to revoke his scholarship if it was true. Oliver was stunned too. He kept looking at me and then at his phone, stammering. I had to bring the real Milo here. There was no other way but to tell the whole truth on the way home, from how my brother was tormented by two bullies to how I pretended to be him for revenge. Oliver seemed relieved when he learned I was actually a girl. Milo met me at the door, horrified to see who was with me, but Oliver stepped forward and bowed in apology. After recounting everything that had happened, Milo agreed to return to school. Milo stepped onto the stage where everyone was watching with curious eyes. He prepared to open his shirt to prove he was a boy when Perry rushed over and yanked his hair.
That hurts! What the fudge are you doing? How can this be? I saw the wig and girl's binder in your stuff. Those are for cosplay!
Perry was then shunned by everyone and no longer dared to use his fist to solve problems. As for Oliver, he became my brother's protector and even feared him because Oliver wouldn't allow him to date me.